Welcome to my day. I don't like to talk to anyone when I first get up and for at least an hour after, so this will be the best you get of me videoing myself waking up and getting out of bed, and actually also getting ready. And if anyone is wondering why I have neck pain, this guy is why. Now, before you start doing math, no, it does not take me 2 hours to get ready, but it does when I go back to bed after showering in the morning. It's been a really bad habit I've formed while working from home. After opening up the windows to let in as much light as possible because a typical June day in Portland is gray and cold, I quickly make my breakfast and settle into my office. The first 45 minutes of my day while I eat my breakfast is spent editing my next video. It's riveting, I know. But once 8:30 hits, I close my MacBook, go make some tea, and then open my work laptop, which you can see is also set up with a dual monitor, a real lifesaver when you're on a bunch of video calls. Then I wait for my email and calendars to load, which honestly takes 3 seconds, but I want them open and logged in case anyone on my team chats me. Then I take out my day designer planner and start planning out my day. I fill in my meetings and reminders, and I jot down any personal to-dos just so that they're out of my head, and then make my work to-do list for the day. I work full-time as a nonprofit fundraiser, and my to-do list usually holds a lot of names, so I'm not going to actually show what's on my to-do list just for confidentiality's sake. I really love this time to get my head in the right space and start my day focused. Then at 9, I have my daily check-in video call with my team. We go over what we're each doing today, discuss any projects or loose ends, and just take a second to enjoy the human interaction. The nature of our jobs is pretty social, so that human interaction is really important for our mental health. After that, I call one of my teammates about the upcoming annual reviews. As you can imagine, with the state of things, the pandemic has really thrown a wrench into all of this, so it's an interesting time for reviews. Next, I send some emails before my second video call of the day. This one was 2 hours long, and so I'm going to spare you by fast forwarding here. We just shared some updates, brainstormed some ideas, and discussed tactics. By the time everything is over, I'm starving. It was so cold outside, so some comfort food sounded really good. And I don't normally cook food for lunch, but like I said, it was cold and gray in June. So mac and cheese it is. While the water boils, of course, I have to keep editing. This video took me an especially long time to edit. And then little did I know, right when I went to put the pasta into the boiling water, I realized the box was the value size. And the water I had boiled was in a pot meant for the normal size box of mac and cheese. So I didn't get to do quite as much editing as I just needed to be there to make sure my mac and cheese didn't boil over. Then I spent the rest of my lunch eating and editing my video again. Once back at work, or back to work, it's hard to say when it's just all a few feet away from each other, but I'm back to my computer. It's a pretty quiet afternoon, which is mostly filled with responding to emails, looking at reports, and running my own reports. Running reports takes about 100 times longer from home, so there's a lot of jumping between tasks. Also, with this time of year, it's a quiet time at the organization I work at. We just wrapped up a mini campaign, and so right now we're analyzing numbers and making plans for the upcoming year. I love my job because there are times of being very social and you get to meet a lot of cool people, but then there's also time to geek out on numbers and use your creativity to make plans to grow. In my job, the more money I raise, the more people it helps. So it's fairly easy to stay motivated, but as with all jobs, periods of inspiration ebb and flow. That's just normal. I finished the day with an incredibly boring webinar/sales demonstration before closing shop for the day. I'm usually pretty antsy by now and will normally take the dog for a walk or do a workout. Here I'm in the middle of Chloe Ting's 28-day summer shred. And I'm cutting out my face because I'm getting my butt kicked, and it shows. Once that's all done, I get into some comfy clothes and curl up with Marcus on the couch to, you guessed it, keep editing. Having a full-time job and a YouTube channel means you fit YouTube into every free moment that you have. But I hope you liked spending the day with me. If so, make sure to like this video and subscribe to join our family. Wishing you a happy day wherever you are, and I'll see you over in one of these videos. Bye.